All right, Dr. Jim, evaluate money. Third speech. Excellent.
Money, and unfortunately for you, my day started today at 2 a.m. in a hotel room in New York City, my friend. So I've not only burnt the candle at both ends, I apparently have thrown it completely into the flames. But I'd like to share with you my thoughts about your speech that you gave today, sucker. All right. So Monty was presenting to us speech number 3. The goal of speech number 3 is really to practice the organization of your speech. And the focus of this particular speech is both on the introduction and then also the way he concluded his speech. Monty, I'd like to congratulate you. You selected a topic that was perfect for this crowd because they fall into one of two camps, right? Either they're meat eaters or they're non-meat eaters. Now, when you said that right off the bat, the very first thing that occurred to me was, listen, buddy, I've got 2 sets of teeth. Big flat teeth that I use to eat vegetables. Then I've got the sharp teeth that are used for ripping and tearing. And they're there for one particular reason. Chicken sandwiches, hamburgers, and steaks, okay? If there's any vegetarian in the room who doesn't quite understand that or has had their teeth removed, we can talk about that later on. So it's a simple question from my point of view, but I appreciated the fact that you chose it as your topic because it formed a very good speech. You started your speech in a good way. You asked a question. And then you posed what your speech called a general purpose that you hung out there. You said, listen, if you're a vegetarian, you can kiss those days goodbye. Because when I'm done with my speech, you're going to be joining me for a Pizza Hut meat lover special afterwards, right? So a little controversial, a little bit in your face, fantastic. That's how you get people's attention. That's how you hold it. Now after that, you started to tell us about your tale of the egg, which is a good story, and I want to congratulate you on that. You know, it sort of shows that you're already just a couple toes over into the meat eater camp from day one, right? And you could have taken us farther on that. You told us about sitting down, talking to somebody who had a chicken, and you're having this back and forth about whether beginning of life, end of life, where exactly you're at. The cake story is a great story. That was actually very good and stuff like that. There's a tip-over point that I think you skipped that showed, I assume you're a meat eater, is that correct? Now, today? You're a meat eater, all right, that's right. There's a tip-over point. Must have been a time in your life when you had that first glorious meat-based meal. And you didn't share that with us. You talked about hunting, you talked about Antarctica, you talked about killing things, roaches, and okay, that's all fine. The ending of your speech wasn't quite what it needed to be. You told us about killing things that annoy us. And you said if you do that, then you should be a meat eater. The logic's a little iffy, okay? Should we talk about the teeth again? 2 sets, 2 different types, something like that, whatever. It's all good, okay. So, good speech. I thought the egg concept was a great concept. What I would have liked to have seen you do is tie the egg story throughout the speech. I would like to see you come back to the egg in your conclusion and make a stronger conclusion. Things to think about for you for next time. Mr. General Evaluator.
Please support for the best evaluator.